Namaskar Bondhukol, welcome back to our channel. Today we will discuss some basic concepts of profit and loss, and before I begin I just want to make it clear that this video is only for beginners. So if you are at an advanced level you can skip this video. Let's get started then. This is a formula table, so which you need to know if you want to solve questions quickly. So these are just the common formula. If you don't know these formulas also, you can still solve many of the questions. So কিছুমান concept আমি clear কৰিব লাগে আৰু হেবোৰ concept জানিলে formula নোহোৱাকে আমি solve কৰিব পাৰিম. So let's discuss some important concept. Cost price and selling price. So I'll just write cost price as CP and selling price as SP. Cost price মানে হল কিনা দাম আৰু selling price মানে হল বিকা দাম. তো মই কেতিয়া প্ৰফিট কৰিব পাৰিম? Definitely মোৰ বিকা দামটো বেছি হ'ব লাগিব. মই যদি 100 টকাত বস্তু এটা কিনো rupees 100, if I buy something at 100 rupees, to make a profit I have to sell it at a higher price than 100. So let's say I sell at the price 10 rupees above cost price. So my selling price is 110. So what will be my profit here? My profit here will be the difference, that is 10 rupees. 10 rupees will be the profit. I bought at 100 rupees, I sold at 110. So what is profit? Profit is SP minus CP, that is profit. Now what if I sell at 90 rupees? I bought at 100 rupees. মই 100 টকাত কিনিলো, মই বিক্ৰী কৰিলো 90 rupeesত. So definitely I will be suffering a loss. I will be suffering loss of how much? 100 minus 90, 10 rupees. So when there is loss, it will be cost price minus selling price. It will be a loss. So just remember, for profit SP greater than CP, for loss CP greater than SP. মানে কিনা দামটো বিকা দামতছে বেছি হ'ব লাগিব, তেতিয়া মোৰ লছ হ'ব. So it's very simple. Selling price minus cost price profit and cost price minus selling price loss. So we'll discuss another concept. Suppose I say cost price is equal to 100, then profit, let's say profit is 10%, 10% profit. So 10% of 100 is how much? 10% of 100 is 10. If we calculate 10% of 100, 100 gets cancelled, so it will be 10. So 10% of 100 is 10. So my SP or selling price will be how much? 100 cost price plus profit. So cost price plus profit is equal to selling price. 100 plus 10 is equal to 110. CP plus profit is equal to SP. Now you see here profit. So the same thing, if we cost price if we move it to the right side, profit if we move it to the left side. So what will be the resulting equation? SP minus CP is equal to profit. Now if I want to find SP, I have to move this CP to the right side. So if we move it to the right side, it will be, the negative will become positive. So SP is equal to profit plus CP. Same thing, SP is equal to profit plus CP, same thing. So this one and this one is same thing. So what I want to discuss here is to do it directly. Directly means first what we did here, we got the cost price, then we took 10% of cost price, then we added the cost price and we got the selling price. মই বিচাৰিছো এটা ডাইৰেক্টলি কৰিবলৈ। সো ডাইৰেক্টলি কৰিবলৈ হলে যদি মই সেলিং প্ৰাইস উলিয়াব লাগে, if I want to find selling price, so you have to write 100 plus this 10%, 100 plus 10, 100 plus 10 by 100 into cost price. That means 110% of cost price. If 10%, if there is a, if it is mentioned that you make a profit of 10%, so we assume it that 10% is on cost price. So if it is given 10% profit, you can directly find SP by 100 plus 10 or 110% of CP. If it is 20%, you can directly write 100 plus 20, 100 into CP. If it is written profit is 25%, then you can directly write 100 plus 25. That means 100 plus 25, which is 125, 125 by 100 into CP, or 125 directly you can write 125% of CP, that is SP, selling price. Instead of finding it part by part and then adding it, then finding the selling price. So you can do it directly. So what in case of loss? What to do in case of loss? So if this is CP is 100, loss, let's say loss is 10%, 10% loss. So 10% of 100 is 10. So selling price is cost price minus loss, 100 minus 10, that is 90. Cost price minus loss is equal to selling price. You see here, cost price minus selling price is equal to loss. Now if we want to find selling price will go to right side. So right side, when we shift it to right side, minus to plus hoy jabo. So cost price minus loss, left ahile mane etu minus hoy jabo sign to. So this SP goes this side, it will be selling price. Cost price minus loss is equal to SP. So cost price minus loss is equal to SP. So if we want to do it directly and we want to find selling price is equal to 100 minus 10%, 100 minus 10, 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP, that is 90 by 100 into CP. It will be 90 by 100 into CP, or 90% of CP, 90% of CP. Now if it is 20% loss, so you can straight away write what is SP. SP will be 100 minus 20, so 80% of CP. SP is equal to 80% of CP. If it is 30%, so SP will be 100 minus 30, that is 70% of cost price. Selling price is 70% of cost price. You can directly write it as 70% of cost price. So in case of profit, you remember, in case of profit will be 100 plus profit percent, 100 plus profit percent, 100 plus profit percent. In case of loss, it will be 100 minus loss percent, 100 minus, just as 100 minus 10, 100 minus 20, 100 minus 30 is 70. So you can straight away write like this. 100 is nothing but percent. So 100 plus 25, 125% of CP. You can write it this way. So when we start solving the questions, it will be a little more clear. The same thing is written here. Same thing is written here. You see, SP is equal to 100 plus profit percent by 100 into CP. If loss, then 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP. And one more thing, you remember that loss, profit or loss is always on cost price unless stated otherwise. So whenever nothing is mentioned, we have to assume that profit or loss is always calculated on cost price. So how to calculate profit or gain percent? We know profit or gain means SP greater than CP. So SP minus CP is equal to profit. Now if we want to calculate profit percent, so profit is always calculated upon cost price. See, profit by cost price into 100. So we get the profit percent. We will get profit percent. Similarly, if you want to calculate loss, loss will be cost price greater than selling price. So cost price minus selling price is equal to loss. Now we want to calculate loss percent. So loss percentage will be loss upon CP, loss by CP. Just like profit by CP, loss by CP. Profit or loss is always calculated on CP. So loss by CP into 100, we get loss percent.